Paul Steiner won the gift certificate, and Edgar Cortez won the silver bullet. Hey everyone, welcome to Shooting the with Yankee. As always, I'm Yankee, so let's start shooting. Today's topic is an easy one. It's what do you think is one of the better gun channels? Which ones do you like to watch? People ask me all the time, hey, what are some good gun channels these days? You know, that aren't fear-mongering and profiteering and being divisive and all this other stuff. And I have to say, I don't know, because I don't really have a lot of time to watch gun channels. I'm always researching a video, filming a video, editing a video, uploading a video, holding a live chat, something like that. I don't really have a lot of time to watch other gun videos. When I do watch YouTube and the internet, I'm watching wrestling videos or wrestling podcasts or, scare videos or fail videos, things like that, just to, escape from the gun political world. So I really don't know what good channels are out there right now. We support a lot of channels through Patreon. Every month we spend $1,130 supporting other channels. Pretty much all of my Patreon now is going towards that. But because I think it's important to keep gun channels on the air. But as far as which one's best, are still good, I don't know. A lot of the ones that I used to like don't even do it anymore. Because it got to be where if you wanted to be profitable, make a lot of money, you had to become either a business and be more about the business, or you had to sell your soul and be a shill or a fearmonger, etc. Even YouTube promotes that. When they give you the little tutorials on how to do your video, if you read between the lines, it basically says, find out what your audience believes and reinforce those beliefs, whether they're true or not. And a lot of people don't want to do that. So a lot of the people that I know aren't here anymore. So I'm counting on you guys to answer this for me. So I'm not going to start us off today with what's the best gun channel, because like I said, I don't even know which ones are still producing videos, and I don't know which ones of the ones that are haven't sold their souls. So I'm going to go to you all and see what you have to say. Now, I did love Paul Harrell, but, he's gone. His brother's running the channel now. I'm not interested in what another cop has to say. So too many what the cop's opinion is channels out there today. So I'm not interested in that. Go Shadow says it was Paul Harrell. Yeah, I agree. It was Paul Harrell. John Heasley said Kentucky Ballistics. Now, I know of Kentucky Ballistics, but I don't know if I've ever watched any of their videos. Because a lot of these channels do a lot of shooting videos, and I'm just not into watching shooting videos. It doesn't interest me. I'm more interested in the political things that are actually true political issues, not just fear mongering and dividing. The technical aspects of guns, like I don't need to watch you shoot because this doesn't entertain me. I always say shooting's like scratching your ass. It's fun when you're doing it. It feels good to do it yourself, but you don't want to watch someone else scratch their ass. It's just kind of off-putting and doesn't really give you anything. So just not into the shooting channels. Practical Bacon says best ever was prime Paul Harrell. His brother lacks showmanship. I just don't care for his things. NEA has fallen off since he doesn't care about his viewers enough to show up anymore. Well, he's got a job and a family. He put those things above us. Who does that? That's why I'm here right now, because I put this above my family and I don't have a job anymore. So, unless you count welfare cheat and part-time wet nurse, I don't really have a job. Definitely don't make no money off of this. I'm retired. I'm old. That was Practical Bacon. Jacoby says, I don't mind who experience with them. I don't know who who is. Everybody out there in YouTube land, feel free to check out any of these people they mention, because I don't even know who most of them are. Drew P. or Droopy. Banana Ballistics is often humorous and informative. Another one I've never even heard of. So there's an option for some people out there. Mr. Furley says, HR Funk, never heard of him. Tennessee Outdoors 9, does he still do videos? I know he stopped there for a long time. Did he come back or something? TFB TV, that's, an industry channel, but it's a good, you want to, it's like a magazine online kind of. Honest Outlaw, And I've had some issues with Honest Outlaw before. Me and him gone round and round. But I don't mind him. We've had some issues. Not like bad issues, just some disagreements. Mikey D said, here in Illinois is probably Freedom Steel. See, I don't know about them. I don't know them either, but I'm not in Illinois. Thank God I don't live in Illinois. I live in almost as bad now, Washington, but not still. Well, I can't say almost as bad as Illinois. It's not even close. Much as I would like to complain and pretend like I'm put upon and pretend like, oh, woe is me, it's still not as bad here, anywhere near like California or Illinois or New York or New Jersey or anything. It just isn't. If we get there, I'll start bitching, but it ain't there yet. I mean, I'm bitching already. Imagine how much I'll bitch if we get that bad. C and Arsenal, who has popped into this chat once or twice. In-range TV, Forgotten Weapons. In-range TV, I'd almost forgotten about. I guess they're still around. They're more like a magazine show too, kind of. They used to be. I don't know about now. Forgotten Weapons, that's a big industry group, so I mean, a couple, so partners, I guess you should say, duo. 9-Hole Reviews, never heard of them. Mark Novak, never heard of him. Boss Hug, Mark Novak, I still don't know him. 22 Plinkster, 22 Plinkster's been around a long time. I always knew his channel would be real big. Plus, he was in with the right crowd. He hung with the popular kids. Legacy Firearms and Such. A lot of options there for people to check out. Johnny Mandrick says, VSO, he doesn't seem to be the shill or fearmonger like the others. And he's got that raptor toe. Yeah. Has he ever shown you his raptor toe? Oh, he was so mad with that the first time Amendment shot show because I was bigger than him. Everyone in the group was like, I would have sworn to God he would have been bigger than you, but because Yankee's supposed to be small, but yeah, I was a little bit bigger than him, and people were like, ooh, he was so, I could tell he was eating him up. I was bigger than him. Would you hush, Django? Django, hush. He's upset about something. Johnny Mandrick said, Such for gun reviews and Forgotten Weapons for history. So I never have watched Forgotten Weapons, but they're really big because of, the history aspect. People love history and stuff like that. It's a really good idea for guns. I would have never had for a gun channel, I would have never had the fortitude to do that because it takes a lot of research. You got to talk a lot of technical stuff. Now, I do talk about technical stuff sometimes, but I just couldn't do it to the degree they do. And plus, they're likable. That's where I usually fall down. I can usually do most anything it would take to build a channel, except for the likable part. I fall down there. Casey Two Guns said the Turkey's opinion is the best that I've found. I didn't know turkeys could have YouTube channels. But I guess they can. Hell, they'll let me have one. I guess they'll let anybody. I guess that would be anything if it was a turkey, not anybody. But let's see here. We got one more person weighing in, and they said AK Operators Union. Another one I've never heard of, and that came to us from Felice Shanice. So there's a whole bunch of YouTube channels people could go check out. Like I said, people ask me all the time, what are some YouTube gun channels I should check out? And I just don't know. I live this stuff. I don't go to it for entertainment. So there's some answers for you. Go check them out. For everybody who participated, thanks for participating. For everybody out there on YouTube, if you've got some examples of good gun channels, put them in the live chat below, the comment section, so that you can let everybody know who you like to watch. I hope to see you in one of these live chats one day. If you want to weigh in on one of these topics live, just come in. We do them every day at 6 p.m., except for Wednesdays when they're at 7. And you can come in, discuss the topic, and you can stick around till afterwards, because in the last half of this video, we always do an open chat. So stick around for that. Talk about whatever you want. Hope to see everybody again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.